All right, let me give this a sound check here. iTouch, are you hearing me now? Give me that sound check in app. I think I might have had myself muted for a moment there. Hoping that's not the case, that I've been on mute and basically talking all the way up into this point. Give me a sound check. Yes, yes, iTouch. Great, perfect. So I think I might have had myself on mute, and if I did, I'm sorry. Again, just going to give you a rundown in case I missed this. Doing about an hour stream tonight for the Daggers of the Deep. We'll go ahead and switch things over. Now that we've got some links posted up here. How am I doing? Well, hopefully, iTouch. Everything's going pretty good. I think I did have myself on mute for a bit. Just getting a few links posted over. All set now. Hopefully, we are ready to rock and roll. It's Friday night. Got nowhere else better to be. Might as well do some DOT. Just going to basically grind it out. And anyone that jumps on, basically, you're going to put maybe a little more focus into the chat and just see how you guys are doing in stream. See what's happening. And I'm going to just do a couple of raids over the next hour and see what's going on. We'll also spend some time talking about Wukong, the all-new champion that was shown on today's live stream. So we'll get into that a little bit later. How about you, iTouch? How's your event going? You finish? You getting any progress made? Do you have a goal in mind? You asked me the same question. How far are you going in this event? I'm basically just kind of going. I honestly just grinding out. For the longest time, I have really wanted Ladega. And we'll do a rundown of all the different rewards and stuff like that. I'm not up here very high. I've got 351 souls, rank 41,000. And I've kind of made the choice as of right now to not finish this event, even though Ladega has been on my radar for a long time. Getting the teasers that we have with this whole new Wukong, this very seasonal type of Titan, it calls to my collector side more than it does my offensive, attacking Titan needs type of side. So I'm going to be going to save what I've basically had saved up so far. My gems, I've got about 28,000 gems. I'm going to just kind of save that, build that up for a few more days leading into that Lunar Festival, which kicks off next, what did they say? It was next Wednesday and runs through Monday. Max, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. iTouch, you're not really going for anything, just 2,500 maybe. If not, meh. I'll save relic tokens. So that's kind of where I'm at. And like I said, I'm going through and just kind of doing some grinding here and there. So far, I've collected some tokens. I'm going to save those portal stones. I'm actually going to try and save those until the next lunar event. Let those just hang out in the treasure room. Some gems so far. We'll definitely get to this next poison token on stream. And we'll see kind of how far it goes from there. Zerat, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me tonight. You have joined the ranks of people that have nothing better to do than DOT. As of right now, that's 8 people. So let's go ahead and get into some raids. Here I'm gonna scope out a little bit. I'm still trying to catch a little bit of VP for the Alliance. It hasn't been an extremely productive season for me right now. Just barely over 1 million. So that's not pretty good for me being this late in the season now. But Again, I've kind of been splitting just a little bit of my time with that new Nova Empire. We've been building up. We've got a lot of progress going on there. So I've kind of had my time split a little. Plus, I've been doing some other work on the back end here of my videos for DOT, and I'll be talking a little bit about that later on the stream. I definitely have something special for you guys coming up. Not on the stream, but this weekend. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Lou, what up? Thanks for joining me on stream. Bad guy, what's going on? So here's how I'm rolling for this event, right? Daggers of the Deep. We're going through this with Sagunga for the 1.3 boost. The other Titans that I do have for Infiltrator-wise are just not as high level. I've got 2 Nexus down at 11 and 7. I don't think I've got anything higher up there. So Sagunga is my strongest Infiltrator in that 4-star category for right now. So I've got just the 4-star Bitter Dirks, 4-star Mount, and the 4-star Tainted Blade. Just rolling full Panther attack here. Some spells and some Goliaths that I'll just burn off to get some requests in there. And try and see if I can get a little bit more VP. We're right on the cusp of the green here in the Champion League, so would like to give us just a little bit more space between there. Let's go ahead and get you guys all on there. We're going to send 1 Goliath to take care of you over there. Well, this is going to be interesting. Let's get some of that tapping going. There we go. So again, just going through the stream. Gonna just be chatting up a little bit about what's been going on. How about the event? Where are you guys going at it? What do we have that's happening? And of course, off of today, we did have some nice all-new content dropped by the devs from the live stream. I think we're gonna end up turning that game music off for a bit because, hey, my live stream video sucks. It's kind of basically what it is. Not the greatest frames per second, but hey, we're here more to talk about DOT than just to see my terrible rating skills, and let's just call it what it is. So we're on, what level is that 4-star armor? I've got 2 of them at level 8, and I think 1 of them at level 1 or 2. The 2 that I've unlocked the 3rd skill slot on are both physical, so... Soldier, hey! Welcome to the stream, bud. I've got to tell you, this week I've had a chance to make a few more of your morning streams and love it. I love your consistency. I think that's what makes your videos definitely some of the best live streaming for DOT right now, is just your absolute consistency. So rock on for that one. That is... It's like basically counting on just... Haven't been able to catch them all, but definitely love that. Yeah, that's nice. 14,000. So before I raid into this, looks like we might have just a little bit of a honeypot right here, so we'll hit that. Let's go ahead and take a look at where I'm at in the event and what we have going on. Again, one more time. I've started out here, got the token. I'm saving those 50 portal stones for, hopefully, I think they'll stretch. What day is today? Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, they'll make it all the way through until the next, that Lunar Festival, which is what I plan on sharing them for, saving them for. And right now I'm definitely going to try to just get that poison token. I'm going to be collecting some more tokens for that. My goal, I think, might be to try to get to 2,000 souls for this and just get that other poison token. When looking at everything else in here, all the way up to this point, I have it. Have it. Cormac, did I? I might have gotten rid of you. But I don't think I did. Earthbreaker. I'm not sure if I have that one, but nah, I'm not sweating it. I've got the Bitter Dirks. I've got Noctis. Got the Great Plague. Got the Tainted Blade. Got the Mount Armor. Don't have Sakani, but I do have Sagunga, his sister. And I don't have Ladega, who I really want Ladega. But Ladega will probably be around, I'm going to think, at least 2 more times this year. Whether she just be popping up in a temple, come back for maybe a ranger event, another poison event or something. I think we'll see her at least 2 more times this year. That's just my guess. This Wukong, the Monkey King, I think he's only going to be available just 1 time a year kind of deal. And that rarity calls to me, the collector, just a little bit more. Rank-wise, I'm doing terribly. I'm going to get 200 gems. Woot woot. Let's take a look at how we're doing on this leaderboard. All right, 40,000. Let's see, can I get that top 50 here? And who's winning this? Looks like we got plenty of people using Ilzar. Sagunga is pretty popular for this one here. Sakani as well. Someone doing it with a champion. Straight up just raiding it, not even getting the boost on that one. A couple of them not using Infiltrator there. We got OCs using Kamathi. There's another Berserker, Mr. Resources. But to get these top ranks, of course, we're already over what that soul count is. Absolute top rank has already doubled. And plus some on that top rank. I think, this is going to be my guess, I think we're going to see some pretty good competition for dropping into this Ladega zone again and see what's happening. So anyone in here shooting for that top 50 at all? Going to be going for any of those higher ranks on it? But you asked about the Mount Armor as well. I'll just pull up my relics here for a moment. Right, so I've got 3 of the Bitter Dirks, so that's just not calling my name, right? I've already got 1 that's at level 8. Got 2 more that I can work on. The Mount Armor, I believe I've got 3 of that as well, if maybe not a 4th. There's the Great Plague. Every single one of those is Titan. And Mount Armor, yep, I've got 3. 2 here are physical. Got to work on that next one, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be physical as well. And we got time. I'm going to let those guys all expire. I don't need those troops. Still got a day on relic food. Cool. Let's get back to some raids. Doing good on troops. So Garrett, you got the 4-star Mount Armor. No Dirks yet. Perfect combination. I love those combination for the Panthers. So I think if you don't have it, it's definitely valuable to get. I think I got a couple of those from like that Sagunga event. Because I did finish Sagunga last year. Let's try and let Sagunga wrap up his... Oh, nope, not going to happen. Thought she would have done a little bit better in that crowd, but she quit. I will say, just kind of talking a little bit of the events so far, I've got a few of our Alliance members that have already gotten Ladega, and they've been some pretty nice builds from what I've seen so far. Definitely not disappointing. One of them, although defensively wasn't great, offensively, God, I hate this Panther on Panther battling. This is just... It's like more like a stare-off. If you're not tapping it. It's like old arcade days, just smashing buttons there. Sorry, this totally distracted me here. But back to those team members that had Ladega. Come on. Uh, One that I thought that was pretty nice had Panther damage, Panther armor piercing, and Panther critical for offensive, and then had physical and earth resists, which really weren't bad. Um, that's pretty decent. The offensive I thought was good. Another one that I saw that, let me see if I can just pull it up from our group chat. This is probably the better one that I've seen so far from the event posting. Where'd you go? Our guy Flash here. He got Panther Charge, Panther Resist Against Fire, which I think, wow, that's terrible. Look at all those losses. Man, we got to make some Panthers real quick. And we had 61. I think we're okay. We can cut our losses. Those high Panthers are just not fun. But back to what Flash got. He got Panther Charge damage, Panther Resist Against Fire, Panther damage, Panther Health, Panther Critical. I thought those were pretty decent skills for a Ladega pull on there. If there's one resist I'm going to have, I would prefer Fire because of the Grenadiers. And I don't mind the health because you can't pierce or penetrate health. You just, if you can stack that, you can just help boost some of the armor and everything on top of it. So I thought that was pretty good. The charge damage is pretty much always kicking for Panthers. Their damage plus the critical, again, only helps increase what that damage will be. So I thought that was pretty good. I've also seen some pretty good Sakanis come out from the event as well. Soldier, see, I'm going to just take a look here, right? I'm getting caught up on chat here. You're ready for the monkey. You know, so am I. I'm totally into this seasonal type of events that they're doing. You know, I liked it. I was totally onto it and hooked with it with Kelvrex and Astaroth. You know, when they did it with Halloween. I think that's pretty cool to just kind of use that situational type of opportunity for Titans. Apparently I didn't send these guys on their way. Alright. Sagunga, you go in for those Panthers now. You'll do better against them than Imperials. There we go. So I'm totally up for this whole Year of the Monkey and see what it's all about. Still waiting for your with Bitter Dirk's Eye Touch. You'll get them. It's all about, you know, it comes around. You've gotten 2 4-star Bitter Dirks and 3 4-star Mount Armors on drops. Did you level up those Mount Armors? Are those all physical resist? It seems to be that's mostly what they are, is that they come from raids and battle drops. Primarily they are physical. I really, wow, man, this is just brutal. I have not seen a lot of other Mount Armors. I myself am really hoping for an ice resist mount armor or a fire resist mount armor is what I really want. Garrett, let's see, you're asking if I had any LAS as of lately. All right, that's I feel like that's something that why am I losing my words here? That Z would totally put up on his channel. Is that let me see, Ladega something syndrome? What would Zalon call that, right? Ladega. Fill me in there. What are those 3? I'm forgetting here. Stream's acting crazy. Dave, yeah, here's the thing. I stream through just pretty casual setup. I don't have anything really strong going on for that. Just a casual gamer, and I stream just because it's more about the chat in the community. So there's definitely a frame per second loss because my computer, the laptop that I stream through, it just doesn't have a dedicated kind of media card like that. It's not built for it. It's a Mac, and they are not designed for streaming and that kind of stuff. They just don't have what it takes essentially. And since I'm just a casual gamer, I keep it pretty simple. Here to hang out with you guys more than it is about, I guess, maybe that video. At least that's what the people that watch it tell me. I tell them, listen, my streams, video quality, it sucks. And people still ask me to stream. So if you want to hang out with me, that's what I bring it for. So, hey, Dave, thanks for being here anyways. Arch, yo, what's going on? Sup? Thanks for joining the stream. Just catching up on this here. Bad guy, you've got fire resist. It's excellent. Nice. Garrett, you're rolling Sagunga, 41. You rolled her level 40 just before last poison event. Nice, so she's doing pretty good. I'm working mine up there. I touch Logo's Panthers. Ice resistant. It's easy to defeat pikes, but fire would be nice. Yeah. You got a second mount 4-star, but not happy about all the falls. Oh, fails, I'll have to go through to see a third skill. Yeah, it takes a little while. That's the one thing is I hope if there's anything that we see with the change in the future for relics, it's that we get to see that third slot for relics without having to wait to get to forging all the way up to it. Now, I guess on the plus side, it looks like the devs are kind of moving in that direction from the Pantheon that we have coming out. Is they did say all of the relics that you get from the Pantheon that you earn through the Titan collections, that you're getting those with the 3 relic slots all visible. And my assumption here is it's going to be kind of like what we've seen in the past where you get 3 relic slots, but they all start with pretty low levels. So as you actually forge the relic, you max out the first slot, then the second slot, then the third slot. So I'm hoping that's what it's kind of like, and I hope that eventually impacts and rolls over into all of the relics in the future. Come on, I do not want to deal with cat-on-cat battles. There you go, Sagunga. Do it, girl. So it's like a mutual death at the end there. Soldier, you like my radio voice and drop that knowledge. You know, there's something to say about that when someone tells you you've got a voice for radio. I guess that doesn't mean I'll be appearing on the covers of any magazine soon. Don Powers, hey, welcome to stream. Thanks for joining me. Just doing some event playing for roughly an hour. Gonna take a quick peek here. I gotta check on the other game here. We've got a global event that's kicking off, and it could be relatively soon. Make sure I don't lose track of time. 34 minutes. That's how long until my other game has a world event going on that I've got to just jump in there and make sure our team is ready to rock and roll for that one. Oh, let's see what we've got going on here. More and more Panthers. I think I'm all good with the setup. That's right. You're thinking of feeding your maxed Noctis to Sakani from 23 to 35, or nah. I don't know. For me, I'd go nah. I mean, hey, here's the thing. If you're going to do it, at least wait to do it after the Pantheon, unless you happen to have another one of those Titans, another Noctis. And for me, I don't know, this is just the way that I go at it, is all that work that went into maxing that Titan to then put it into another Titan and only get 7 levels out of it. I don't know. That's just right. 12 levels out of it. That's, I don't know. For me, that'd be a tight bolt to bite there. But I'm also not working with really any max titans at all. I have a tendency to kind of just get distracted by it. The moment I enjoy playing with one titan, I have a tendency to kind of all of a sudden get another one that I like to play with. And I just kind of switch it up like that. So I can't kind of stay focused enough to where I put enough attention into a titan and max it out. Let's get a nice group shield spell going on there. Panther v Panther here. Slowest chipping away at the battles ever. So I don't know. For me, I'd probably say nah. But if you're gonna do it, which if you're considering it, yeah, I'm gonna bet you're probably gonna do it anyways. But just do it after the Pantheon, so that way at least you can finish up a collection. Garrett, what's my soul count? Pathetic, basically, is where it's at right now. Devs changed this months ago. Arch changed what months ago? Got to take a look at what you're referencing there. I know my chat's coming behind just a little bit of what I'm saying. Got a couple seconds delay there. I maxed that Noctis from grinding in just one event. Jeez. And I would be getting another Noctis this event, but he's maxed though. And only 12 level out of it. Yeah, see, that's exactly where I fall. Just going full max down to only 12 levels out of it. It just feels like a bit of a loss, but I mean, Noctis is only, what, the 3-star? If I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I got one in here. Right, yeah, Noctis is only the 3-star. So, I mean, it's not like you're probably your main Titan that you'd be using there at all. However, I'm still going to say don't do it for right now. So let's take a look here. Soul count 84 souls till the next reward. Got 416. And I said we'll definitely get the poison token and just kind of keep going. My goal is to just kind of keep rolling through this stream. We'll cut it for a little break, and I'm going to be jumping into another stream for that new game I'm playing, Nova Empire. If anyone's been checking that out, I've been having a pretty good time playing that one there. Let's keep hitting this DOT, and let's start talking about Wukong. Let's get back on that Wukong action. Wukong action. I think both are the same thing. It kind of, every time I go for that Wukong, I kind of want to say Wu-Tang. But Wukong, what do you guys think about him? Sergian, hello. What's going on, bud? Welcome to the stream. What is everyone's take on Wukong, the Monkey King? I don't know if you caught my dev stream rundown, 5 minutes or less. I've been having a lot of fun doing those. So before we get, I guess, all the way into Wukong, what do you guys think? Have you guys been enjoying those dev stream recaps in 5 minutes or less? Do you think you're getting enough information out of them compared to what the devs are actually talking about during the stream? And then we'll get into Wukong because I've got some info to share on that with you. A little heads up to stay tuned for this weekend. All right. He took off for those Panthers, so now I can get in here. Do it, Sagunga. Do something. You're just kind of staring. That's cool. Everyone needs a cheerleader. He certainly walks like Wu-Tang. I kind of dig him. I dig him on the battlefield. I think he's got a pretty nice walk to him. I would have him in a monkey in the Chinese calendar, so he will be mine. Plus, X skills Titans are going to be OP soon, so it'd be smart to have him. I do. It's from what the dev showed. Of course, he's got a mix of skills, but I don't know if I. And this is, I guess, everyone's defining these X skill titans just a little bit differently. Man, another loss of these Panthers. I gotta do a quick refresh on here. So Seraph, I'm just gonna go ahead and just mark you really quick. Come on, VP Honeypot. Let's see, Lou. What do you need here? How about some? There we go. That was 2 hours ago. So Don, you like the design of Wukong, but if he's more than 11k souls, you're not going for it. If it's goals and archer buffs, big pass. Soldier, you love him straight to the point. You provide clear information. Talking about the dev rundown. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Woo. Hope he gets more X skills. So let's talk about these X skills for just a moment. What do you guys consider these X skill titans? And here's where I'm just a little, I guess, trying to really figure out what this pure definition of an X skill titan is. Because let's go into some titans. I know. Well, hold on. Let me stay focused before we get in here. Let's throw down on some Panthers really quick. Call Levy. Let's go. Thank you very much. May I have some more? Fantastic. So talking about these X skills. Let's take a look at this for a minute. So, to one point, is he going to be more than 11k souls? Yes. I think that's what's going to happen. But let's talk about these X skill titans for just a moment. I don't know if I consider, based off of what we can just assume from the devs live stream, which I think is not a safe assumption, but just let's base it off of what we saw because that's what we have. But they seem pretty adamant about the fact that these skills are not set in stone. They're saying, I mean, Dom literally jumped at it and said, we're not even going to show you the skills because whatever we show you can still change, and you guys will basically chew us out if we change them. So here's where I kind of get the whole X idea from is I'm going to go ahead and use Siegfried as an example. So here's an X skill Titan, which for me, I consider an X skill Titan comes from these X boosts, which are massive boosts. Soldier, I see you're on the same page here. X equals extreme nice buffs. So here, 234%, 225%, 90%, 101%. So we're seeing really big boosts on these X skills. Now, from what we saw with Wukong, is on stream, and I called it wrong in my rundown, so I'll say it right here. I said militia, it's not. It just, the sword threw me off for a minute. And after talking about archers, that's what it was. But his first skill is self buffing, which is, I'm going to assume most likely was a critical skill, is what we saw there based on the icon. Then we also have a Goliath buff and archer buff. Now, we didn't see the skills, but let's just say they're pretty standard skills. If they're standard Goliath buffs, standard archer buffs, I don't really consider him an X skilled Titan if the percentages are not these types of actual Aura X, right? Archer X, Goliath X skill. So I think we've really got to start watching, like, what do we see here? Let's take a look at, like, Jotun for an example here, right? He's an all X. Aura X, Aura X, Aura X. He's got these buffs going on that are all over him. But we've seen just a couple of these Titans that can be out there that have just pretty standard multi-troop buffs. So I think it's going to be really watchful. I don't think I've got one that would be an example of it, but really watchful whether or not his skills are going to be these massive percentages. So we'll see. I mean, it kind of seems to be the way that they're going with it, but I guess I just don't know if it's a guarantee if he's going to have those massive, actual, true X skills. I'm trying to think of one, and I'm coming up short, but I swear that there's a Titan that's dropped recently that had multi-troop buffs, but they weren't all high percentages. I could be imagining that, but help me out if I'm thinking of something there, right? That's that true X skill, but I feel like there's a Titan that does not have that true X skill recently. Or maybe I'm just thinking of those changes that they've made to some of the Titans that came out where they said, they're improved, but they didn't give them X skills. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, but, we'll see. So I'm definitely interested to see him. I think one way or another, he seemed to have some pretty decent speed on the battlefield. I think relatively comparative to Siegfried, who I think is a quick champion. It'll be fun to see not only Wukong with his staff, but Wukong with the battle axe. If you've got the 5-star Earth Shaker champion relic, right? So that'll be one option. Just kind of mix it up a bit. I dig his design work. Like I said, I'm specifically passing on Ladega because I know of that Wukong. And since he is a time of the year specific Titan, to me that's going to be more rare to add to my collection than Ladega. Like, I know I'll have another shot at Ladega within a year, but if I don't get Wukong now, chances are I may not get him until this time next year, if even at all. I mean, we don't know if these seasonal types of Titans are going to make a return, right? I mean, they may not. And as Dom would say, I don't know, right? So, how the improved Kamathi and Drakor. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Musangala, hello, welcome to the stream. Talon got X skills, okay. King Joshua, hey, what's up? Did Talon get X skills, or did he just get like a guaranteed skill slot for when they brought him back around? What did he get, Zerat, if he got that X skill? But let's go ahead and I'm going to get back to some raids here. Trying to just watch my clock here, right? Why am I searching? I already tagged something. Let's see here. I should be using some more of those guys and just burn them up, right? Let's do that this time around. Got about 20 minutes is our goal here. So 20 minutes, that puts me at about 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. my time over here on the East Coast, U.S. So let's do this. We're going to pull these Panthers back. I'm going to go old school strategy for just a moment. What I used to do with good old Lako. Except Sagunga, I'm not too worried about. Let's go ahead and group these guys together. We'll drop a shield right on them at the get-go. Hopefully help prevent some losses. So what's the call? Are you guys going for Wukong? Are you passing? Now that you know Wukong's available, are you still finishing up for Ladega, or are you saving for that event? What are your thoughts? Not to mention, they also did say we're going to have an all-new set of relics coming out. And, of course, I mean, hey, it's no surprise, right? I've already announced that, fortunately, we get to do some great testing. I'm right there with Zalan and Bo. And I think some of the info that they've got coming up for that event definitely is looking pretty good. I think some people will like it. I'm looking forward to it. And in the last 20 minutes we've got kind of going on here, I'll start talking about some plans I've got for this weekend as well. So having the fortune of becoming a SPP lately for Dawn of Titans. It's been pretty cool, you know. I feel lucky, quite honestly, to have been offered an opportunity to kind of play part with just being able to help promote Dawn of Titans community by being involved in the social player and social whatever the power player program. So with that, the developers of DOT have recently reached out and offered us the opportunity to basically kind of test some Titans, put them out on the battlefield to be able to create video content and show you guys what they can do. You know, what do battle strategies look like with them. So what I'm going to be doing, actually I was doing it right before I jumped on this live stream, is I was recording some battles with Wukong. I've got him on a test account. I do not have him. I could roll through, and you've already seen me roll through my Titan inventory here on my main account. I do not have him on here, although I will once the event goes live because I'm going to fight for him. Not getting any Titans just handed out, but we do have tester accounts, basically, beta accounts, where we get a little bit of access to these Titans to be able to make video content for you all, just to show you what are some of the capabilities of these Titans in battle, and hopefully help you guys make some decisions to definitely go after some of these Titans if they are up your alley for your attack type. So I spent a little bit of time right before I jumped on here with you all doing some battles with Wukong, and I'm going to be dropping those this weekend, give you guys something to look forward to. Not only will I probably do another live stream this weekend for this Daggers event, but you also can look forward to a Wukong teaser video this weekend. Now, the one thing I will not be doing, I'll give you this heads up right now, I'm not going to get involved in the skills of what they have, but I might be teasing you, right? That's the idea here, give you a little bit of teaser. Might be teasing you with some extra information about that event that comes up, but as usual, and I take it very seriously, I can only share so much information with you guys, but I hope to give you enough to definitely give you a teaser and get you hyped up for the event and give you some info to help you make an educated decision on, you know, going for that Titan or not. But stay tuned for that this weekend. Don't know exactly when I'll drop it. I'm heading out for work this weekend. A bit of a busy weekend for me, but I'm thinking maybe late Sunday evening US time. So that's a little heads up there. Might be sooner. I'm not thinking it'll be later. I just don't know how late on Sunday that might be. Let's see, just getting caught up. It looks like you guys are talking a little bit about critical. I'm saying, what are the skills on your test account? Again, I'm not going to really kind of run in there right now, just because, again, they're subject to change. So what I might be testing with isn't necessarily a final proof of concept or anything like that. Zerat says, worthless to have crit if you spam your fingers moving them. You know, Zerat, the one thing to kind of maybe consider that is, although Panthers, I'm trying to put my words together. Panthers are going to get more of that flanking, rear, or charge when they're on the move. The critical is really handy when you're going up against the Titan and you're deadlocked with them and you're doing that rapid tapping. You're definitely triggering that critical, which is what I think you're saying in there. But, you know, the critical chance when you're in those deadlock moments and you're just arcade style, just tapping that screen, having that critical definitely can be pretty handy. This is like a David and Goliath. I don't even care about my Panthers right now. Look at the size difference between that. And she goes down. Ooh. At level 41, he's doing some damage here. Let's get a nice group of Panthers in on this. This could be dangerous. See, right here, let's try and get some of that rapid tapping going. Got a few of those triggers. But I mean, for me personally, when looking at some of the boosts for those Panthers, the skills, I do prefer things like Charge. I think that's a nice boost to AP and general damage for Panthers when you're looking at Panther skills on a Titan or something like that. So I mean, as far as them stacking, it's I'm pretty sure you can get them both moving. I'm not going to say I'm an expert on that, so I'm not going to try and give a definitive answer here, but I'm pretty positive that you can see both of those triggering while your Panthers are on the move. But the critical is really nice because I find myself getting more of that triggered when I'm doing the rapid screen tapping. But I'm not going to say it's only. Let's maybe throw another raid in here and see if we can kind of get that critical slash charge to trigger for those Panthers. Try and find something that's not going to like just wipe out. And these are all pretty good here. All right, so we'll keep an eye out here for that critical, that charge. I'm going to try and let Sagunga do a bit more with these Panthers first. Again, I just hate that Panther on Panther deadlock. All right, let's get him moving. Let's see if we can. So there was a charge on theirs. Charge. And there was a crit that just happened there. Charge and critical. Charge. So there's your charge and critical. That is kind of happening. Whether you're considering that simultaneously, because it kind of seems like once they actually hit the enemy, it certainly is going from charge to critical. But the Panthers do that, have a little bit of that hesitation. See, now I love that kind of boost when you see that rear, the crit, and the charge that all starts triggering up. That's what I think is great about these Panthers is they've got that multi-different kind of boost that you can definitely easily get on those Panthers. All right, so charge, critical, that happened all in one movement there. God, my Panthers just got wiped out here. Crit, 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 charge, 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 charge. So I'm just catching up with those comments there. 100 Kitness, epic bag, right? Oh, I touch. I know you love your Arvan, right? You're loving that light. I think you might be one of the only players I know that is hardcore playing the Lightning game right now. Lost them all. That's cool. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, right? Let's see what else where's our progress going here? 19 more to the next one. What's that going to get me? Oh, the poison token. Yeah, we got to get that. Let's see if I can do this without losing a whole buttload of Titans. Not the button, Panthers. Not losing a whole buttload of Panthers in this one. Let's see. I'd like to be closer to anything. Ooh. What's that? Snowgore got him. A couple of rages. Champion. Most likely an ice hammer. So he's doing some ice damage. All right, I got to take this one on for 20k VP. But we got to switch it up. And I got to take away my boost. Go to my logo for this one here. Let's see if we can get lucky and not pull a bad move on this. So let's go ahead and just pull these relics back over. Now here's one. I'll just talk about this. This is one reason why I like to keep 2 or 3 of the same relic. Is right now I don't have it. Where's my... Do I already have 1 mount armor? Oh yeah, I do have 1 mount. Okay, so we've got Tainted Blade. That's what I'm missing here. Tainted Blade. So I'd like to have multiples of each. I need to get this other Tainted Blade leveled up, so that way I do not have to keep bouncing them back and forth. This is something that I prefer to do. Is if I can get those Mount Armors, those Bitter Dirks, these Tainted Blades, and Tainted Bows, because I've got doubles of each of those. Well, I've got the 3 stars of those. The Tainted Blade, I've got 2 of, though. Wherever that is, I think. I've got 2 of the Tainted Blade, so if I can get that other one leveled up, I can leave 1 on Sagunga, 1 on Logu, not have to mess with it. Unfortunately, 1 will not be going on Ladega because I won't be getting her. As much as I want to. Totally hanging out for the Monkey King. Alright, so I know I want a few more terrors, and I think I want a couple spells on this. Just look at this one more time. Yeah, that's how we're going to roll in. Touch, I think me and you have a pretty similar Arvan. Mine is only at level 5. There we go. Max that logo. Zerat, I'm working on it, right? This is where I'm... She's my current HBIC for what I'm going for with it. Just during the event, switching over to something that's getting me more of that boost. Hopefully today I've got better luck with this fear spell working than I did the other day. Man, I had troops that were just straight up barricading, not bulldozing right through that fear spell. It was frustrating the hell out of me the other day. It was just either bad positioning or poor timing on my end. Things just were not working very well. Here we go. This is 20k in the bag. And this is one thing, you know, hopefully, although it's great when you're on the offensive side, the defensive side, having troops that drop in and just kind of hang out there is not great for defense, because there was a troop that didn't do a whole lot, and there's a spell that just came down that didn't do a whole lot. So it, you know, it's not all that great for what we got happening on defense there. But I think that might be the last of my battles here for the stream, as again, I've got to get ready for my next competitive event that's going on in just under 4 minutes here. So guys, thanks for joining me on stream here. You guys are talking about Arvan. I'll go ahead and pull mine up on stream for just a moment to kind of close that off. Right, here's my Arvan. I touchy anything like you. Your Arvan has 0 AP, but who needs AP with 100 crit? Well, I touch. Here's my recommendation for AP: is you can have all the damage and all the crit in the world, but if it can't get past that armor, it's not really doing a whole lot. So at least having some armor piercing is good. Arvan, I don't know. Again, I've got an armor piercing on that, plus 3 criticals and a lightning damage. I'm okay with that. I'm happy I at least have 1 AP, but I would really like to have a second armor piercing on that to go with those 2 criticals, because all the damage in the world still gets stopped by armor if you don't get through that. So I'm a big fan of AP first, and then I like critical, and then I like damage. So that's a little bit more of how I prefer that stack. But guys, I'm going to be closing up the stream here, and gals that join me on this one here. Thanks for popping in on this hour, what I consider a short stream here. Surgeon, triple crit. Yep, pretty much any of my event titans that I've gotten have come with triple skills. And I'm not really disappointed by that. I've got the triple crit Arvan. I've got triple crit Sagunga. I've got a triple crit Nexus. I've got a triple health. All right, let's quick rundown here. So triple crit Arvan. I've got a triple health Astaroth, which is cool. I mean, that's when he levels up. I think that he'll be a tank, and I can get him some really good armor along with lots of resists. I think at least 60% resist on all elements. Let's see, what else did I get? Did my Kamathi, was she a triple? No, she wasn't. But I want to say here, I know Sagunga was. She was a triple crit. And that's cool as long as I've got an armor piercing to go with it, right? So that's just kind of the theme of what I got going on. But that seems to be my luck. When I finish an event, I get triple skills. Triple crit seems to be my big thread of what's happening with my Titans. But stay tuned, guys. This weekend, I'll probably have another live stream coming. That's not a guarantee, but I'm going to aim for it. I will definitely be dropping some video teasers this weekend for you guys to kind of help you guys get hyped up and prepared for the Wukong, the Year of the Monkey, and the Lantern Festival of what's happening this week. Again, it kicks off on Wednesday. But thanks for joining me on this stream. I appreciate you guys hopping in. I really don't have much more to close it off, but good luck on the Ladega if you're going for that and getting those 20,000 souls this event. I'll catch you guys down the road on more videos, more streams. If you're watching this after the fact, I appreciate it. Make sure you drop a sub and a like. I always appreciate that as well. Let me know how you did in this event in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Gaming Jaeger, and I'm out. Thanks for joining me on stream.